Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. It's Tuesday, so welcome to our second video of the day. I am of course going to be completing Marquee Matchup squad building challenge for you guys and opening the rewards. Now if you did miss today's earlier video, it's a Road to Glory episode where I showcase some SBCs as well as completing my final weekend league games. If you want to check that out, there'll be a link in the top right corner. I'd appreciate if you show your support on that as well as this one by smashing a thumbs up. So we'll get on into the Marquee Matchups. It's a similar story to every single week. 4 different challenges to complete in order to get ourselves a, what was the overall pack? Let's take a look. Rare ELECTRUM Players Pack. That's not too bad at all. I quite like them ones. We're also going to get Gold Pack, meh. Rare Gold Pack, that's good. Gold Players Pack, is that a Premium Gold? No, it's just a Gold one, so there's probably not going to be many rares there. And then a Premium Mixed Players. That's not too bad, but we've definitely seen better rewards in the past. However, I had absolutely everything in the club, so it's going to feel free to me. And what I would say is that it's likely that the players from the Scottish League and then also the Sevilla and Atletico players are going to go up quite a lot in price, so beware. Check them before you do anything else. So, Glasgow versus Hearts, or Rangers versus Hearts, should I say, was pretty simple for me to do. You need 2 players from either club, so you don't have to choose one or the other, and a minimum of 3 nationalities with like an overall rating of 69. So it's not going to be the most expensive team in the world, and you let off extremely a lot with the chemistry, so you only need 80 overall. So what I did was take a look at what players I had from both clubs, as you can see along here on the subs bench, and I decided to use a Frenchman and a Scotsman from Rangers because they're going to get a strong link, and of course that gets 2 of my nationalities out of the way to begin with. I then got someone off chem here, but he links up to the Scottish guy up front, so that's fine. Completes a little triangle, not even full chem from the Scottish League, and that's all I'm going to be using from that league today. Then branched off and know that I've already used 3 bronzes, meaning that I'm going to have to use the rest silvers and possibly even a couple of golds, which turned out that I actually did need in order to get that 69 rating. So I went to the French second league, a league that I never feel like anything's ever going to have a huge amount of value from. Used some non-rare silvers there, and then went and put all silvers in here on the left-hand side from the second Italian league because I feel like I needed another nation. I think I did, and well, I realised I didn't have enough rating, so I stuck a couple of golds that were in that league in there. Again, not even in position, but as you can see, we're absolutely fine with chemistry, and that got me up to complete all of the requirements. Green ticks down the left hand side for all of that stuff, so we're all good and we can move on to the next one. But bear in mind, some of the prices of those players might go up a tiny bit, as you can imagine. Sorry, my phone's buzzing right now. Who's DMing me? God, come on. I should be more professional than this. Apologise, guys. Liverpool versus West Ham is our second match up today. You're going to need a player from each of those 2 clubs. So that, again, they could go up a little bit, but I wouldn't expect them to go up huge amounts just because, I don't know, there's lots of them about. They're popular players for popular clubs, right? And what I've decided to do here, well, let's talk the rest of the requirements. You need 4 Prem players at a minimum and 3 rare players at a minimum, and you do need 90 chem. So again, we're let off a little bit there. What I decided to do was go for Liverpool goalkeeper, Mignolet, and then right back from West Ham, that is of course Zabaleta, and then just needed to get a strong link to someone that wasn't West Ham there, so we've used an Argentine centre-back from Swansea, and then a couple of Dutch players from, well, actually they're both from Stoke, so they get a perfect link anyway. And then that was all the Prem players that I needed. I've actually used 1 more than what was necessary, but again, it doesn't really matter to me. Like that helps me with chemistry and stuff. We can now move up into a league that isn't required for Marquee Matchups this week, which is the Italian League, the Calcio A, the Serie A, and I have just used players to get a little bit of chem everywhere, really. I think I've ended up using 4 rares rather than 3 rares. That's because the last player I went to put in was a left winger. I went for a non-rare, but I just didn't have one. So again, I don't think this player's really worth much. So I'm fine to submit him. And as you can see, everyone there is on full chem as far as I can tell. So again, we're all good. We can submit that one and get ourselves a rare gold pack, which I think is a 25k pack, which it's not all players, but it's a 25k pack. Now this is the one which I anticipate being the more expensive one. Just like half this squad is super cheap. You can get away with using stuff from your club, but then you do need 2 players from both Sevilla and from Atletico, and I feel like that's just going to push prices up, which yeah, could get frustrating for some of you that maybe don't have the players, but I had loads in the club, so I was all good. what I've decided to use. 2 players from Sevilla. I've gone for this centre-back, I think Marcano is his name or something, and then this CDM here, who actually turns out that's a perfect link. So this guy's on full chem, which is brilliant because you're not let off very much with this one. You do need 95 chem, and you can only have 6 players from the same league, and you do need exactly 5 golds. I thought, why not just get them out of the way from La Liga, because if I'm going to be ending up using like a few silvers from that league, I feel like they're going to be worth something somewhere down the line, and the golds tend to refresh a lot more, so they're not necessarily as worth. So those are my 2 Sevilla players, and then these were my 2 Atletico players. We've got a French centre-back and then Vasaica right back. They get a link to each other, and they're absolutely fine. And then just the lowest rated goalkeeper I had in that league just sorts me out with the first sort of 4 requirements for this challenge. And for the rest of it, I've gone with the 3rd German league for some of them, and then also the 2nd German league for these 2 right here, because I could only have a maximum of 6 players from one league, and there were 7 spots left in the squad, so we had to sort of move it across a little bit. And I guess for full chemistry, you could use 3rd German league players here and here, and then just stick a German striker from the 2nd Bundesliga. Let me just do that now, see if I can do that. So these, if we went to 3rd Bundes, and then just stuck the lowest rated stuff that I've got, him, and if we've got another German, that's annoying, isn't it? I always try and do this mid-video for you guys, and then we'll stick like a silver here. And then, obviously, well, how has that worked? Players from the same league, maximum 6. German 3rd, German... I think I might have... Of course, I've miscalculated. So ignore any of that. I'm counting this as like... For some reason, I'm counting this top half as 6, but of course it's 5, and then there's the 6th player. What am I doing? All right, we'll get rid of that one and move on. Sorry, stupid maths from me right there. That is typical Lasty mathematics there. Besiktas versus Fenerbahce is the final matchup for you guys today. You're going to get a gold players pack for that one. And it does need like basically a full gold team, because you need 78 rating overall, and for this you need a player from each of the 2 teams, and you also need a minimum of 6 players from Turkish leagues. Of course, those players are going to rise somewhat in price. Hopefully you've already got them in your clubs, and you do need 95 chem again. So I decided to use my 6 players, as I've ended up going with Brazilians from the Turkish league for some reason. Left back is the player from Besiktas, and then goalkeeper is the player from Fenerbahce, and of course he is not Brazilian, but it doesn't matter. So I just needed to get Kem to the left back, to the centre back, and then I just carried on over here with a little triangle of more Brazilians from that league, and then that was the 6 players that I needed to use. And then I've gone for Germans from the Bundesliga, because again, they're not needed for marquee matchups this week, and I had plenty of them at my disposal, so I've used them in the rest of this challenge to go ahead and get that 78 rating, and of course we've got full chem. So that is all gravy, and that is all done, and now we're going to finish with the marquee matchups, and it is done. So they've gone with a nice lime green GFX today, which I'm a big fan of. It means my thumbnail probably will stand out and look quite good today, hopefully. Anyway, you guys will have already seen it, and hopefully it made you click on the video. So what's the worst pack out of all of this? Look, gold players doesn't look good. Yeah, so I'm going to go... gold pack, of course, is the worst one, right? It's just a 5k pack. I'm not expecting anything from this one right here, and of course we don't actually... we get a rare player, but again, it's not exactly going to be anyone good, is it? It's Rashford. Rashford nowadays, not really worth much, but at the start of the game was most definitely worth 25,000 coins, so I'll probably sell him for just a little bit over 1,000 coins or something. And next up, gold players pack is the one that I'm going to go for, because again, I don't think we're going to get anything from it. No. My SBC pack luck's actually been pretty good. I managed to get an icon in one of those Lunar New Year packs, so I was buzzing about that. I got myself a Frank Rijkaard, the lowest rated version, but even so, 400,000 coins for that, thank you very much. And then I was able to get like a couple of like high rated players in some of those Lunar New Years, so my luck is probably running out, and I doubt I'm going to get anything here today, but you know, we can try. If we get boards, I'll be fairly happy. We haven't got that in the mixed pack, so I'm going to skip again, because you don't need to see who it is. It's not exactly going to be anyone good, is it? It's Yarmolenko, and then, well, there must be a duplicate shiny. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to stick all of that stuff in my club, because I feel like topping it up again after using quite a lot in SBCs the last few days. Rare gold pack, followed by a rare Electrum pack, and then we will be done. Can we get boards? No, come on. It is terrible. For sure, I do hope that your pack luck is better than mine in my videos. We do get a, buzzing, guys. We've got a contract pack. Love that. Very, very nice indeed. Now, I'll take the squad fitnesses, and these players here can be sold. And then we will put all of our eggs in one basket, and then, well, we'll quickly open the contracts pack, which I'm just going to briefly discard because I have thousands of them. Hopefully, we can get boards in this pack. I'd be a little bit annoyed if we didn't. But come on. Yes, we do. Right. Who's it going to be then? Someone to make us some bank, please. Spanish. Centre mid, Arsenal, Santi Cazorla. Okay, not the best, but we do get boards nonetheless. There could also be anything relatively half decent in the rest of this pack. There isn't, but I'll take it nonetheless. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and make sure you check out my first one from the day as well. I've been getting some love on the road to glory lately, which is very much appreciated, and I hope you did enjoy this one too. So, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.